This is the WVU Sports Buzz, presented by U.S. Cellular.
A record-setting performance in Morgantown on Saturday as the Mountaineer football team beat Baylor 70-63 in a good old-fashioned shootout, and they aren't the only team on fire right now. Welcome to the Buzz, everyone. I'm Amanda Mazey. The WVU rifle team opens up competition this weekend at Army, ranked preseason number 3 nationally. And you know, the age-old saying is you have to beat the best to be the best, and their schedule is jam-packed. 6 of their opponents are ranked in the top 10. May be a tough schedule, but these marksmen are anxious to get the season started.
Yeah, definitely really excited. You know, we've been practicing for maybe 3 weeks now, and you know, after a few weeks, it's good to be working on lots of stuff. But when you start to get close to that first match, it's really good to get the season underway. And I know the team's excited to start shooting a match. So yeah, I think we're all ready to go. We've got an exciting team this year, and we're looking forward to next weekend.
In preseason rankings, you guys are number 3 in the country, so you guys have a target on your back.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'd like to say we're sort of used to it. It's definitely, we've been right up there the last few years. If anything, we can maybe put that target on TCU and Kentucky a little bit more, with them being ranked ahead of us. I think we're going to, compete with those 2 teams again this year. Alaska Fairbanks is going to be strong as usual. And then there's always a lot of other teams that will be chasing us. And like you said, I think, we're going to get everyone's best effort when we shoot against those other teams. But that's something that we're happy to have. We're always trying to prepare for the bigger matches. And ultimately, we're always wanting to peak at the end of the year for conference championships and NCAAs. So, we'll take everyone's best effort and look forward to the challenge.
And your schedule is stacked with teams that are coming into the season ranked in the top 10, top 5. I mean, so you guys, you don't back down.
Sure, no, absolutely. Our conference has been really strong over the past few years. With 7 teams, we're often getting 3 or 4 teams to championships at the end of the year. We always like to shoot against Alaska Fairbanks as well. So, yeah, I think you have to compete against the better teams. It gives you that challenge. We've got a lot of really good shooters on our team, and they have to be pushed and tested to really get the best out of them.
So do you think I have what it takes to be on the rifle team? Well, I hit the range with Coach Hammond, and you'll see if I was a hit or a miss. That's coming up at the end of the show. Well, the West Virginia women's soccer team is certainly on target right now, ranked 21st in the polls. They are red hot with an undefeated record in Big 12 play after 3 games, as well as an overall 5-game winning streak. I caught up with NSCAA National Player of the Week, Frances Silva, and asked her about their upcoming road trip this weekend to conference foes Kansas and Iowa State.
It's exciting. You got to go to some schools you haven't been to before. It's a lot of traveling for sure, but it's exciting for everyone to see some new areas of the country some people haven't seen, and go back and play in the Midwest is exciting for me personally. But it's also exciting just to only be able to focus on those teams, not have to worry about some outside distractions that you have when you're at home.
I was going to say, you are from Kansas, so this is a home trip for you as well. So talk about being home.
It's very exciting. I've told my teammates that they need to give me all their pass lists, or all their passes, so that I can get my family out there. And I've had plenty of people text me telling me they want to come to the game. So hopefully we get a big crowd.
In the first 2 Big 12 conference games here at home, you scored the game-winning goal. Can you just kind of talk about your play and your team's play? You guys are pretty hot right now.
Yeah, definitely. We're. I think it's important for teams to peak at the right time, and maybe we struggled early in the season, but now that we're in conference play, I think we're doing a lot better and winning some games that we definitely should win, and competing in some of the harder games where sometimes we would have struggled earlier in the season. Personally, I don't know, you just kind of catch fire and it carries over from game to game, and it helped a lot to score in the High Point Towson games, and then coming into these next games, I think a lot of the focus was maybe on Schwinn and some of the other players on our team, and it resulted in me being a lot more open maybe than I would have expected, and I was luckily able to put him in the back of the net.
And the soccer team will be home next weekend to face off against Baylor. Well, traffic will certainly be a bit lighter in Morgantown this weekend as your 8th-ranked Mountaineer football team will hit the road in their first Big 12 conference game against number 11 Texas. But that doesn't mean you can't get your fix of WVU sports. Men's soccer and volleyball are at home this weekend as we take a look now at the weekend schedule. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of The Buzz, but not before you check out my shooting skills or lack of skills, however you want to look at it. Enjoy, and I'll see you next week.
No, you can shoot with jewelry. I'm just going to try and find a rifle that we can use. So let's go up on there. And then this part here you would put into your shoulder, like into the front of your shoulder. Front of the shoulder. Yep. So just putting the target inside that little circle there. Up on black.
I got a bullseye.
Ooh, pretty close.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, 9.1. But I got a 9.9. You got that right on camera?